What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and yes, you read that right. I bought back into SHIBNOBI last night because I saw a good buying opportunity, and I think they have some good catalysts coming up, and I finally feel comfortable putting some money into it because the downtrend has seemed, although it's not really, right, but right now it seems that maybe it could be stopping. So who knows, right? All this is bro science. I don't know. It's not financial advice, but this is just how I feel, right? So I was able actually to get into Shinja during this pump. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get in like down here when everyone was telling me to, because I mean, it happens like that. But once it was going up right here, I was able to get in on this first fat dip. And of course it sucked for a little bit, but then I was able to get all the way up here. Now I was able to make a couple $1,000s in profits, which is a good for me. I'm not some huge whale. I don't have a ton of money, but for me on a swing trade, this was good for me. And of course the hype died down. Now I'm always expecting some kind of pump and dump off the back of some big hype and news. It's just going to happen, right? And it sucks that some people have to get wrecked, but that's just the nature of the game. A lot of people are going to buy in at the top and get wrecked, right? Now, I kind of took a step back and just have been watching this for a while now. And it looks like it's been kind of trading sideways down here. Now, say what you want about this. I mean, you could say it's trading sideways. You could say that it's trending down, right? And of course, we knew that big dump over here came from that large sell, but it was already trending down anyways. It seems that ever since SataMask told them they were not going to be on their app, that they've been doing okay. It seems like the community is really rallying around this. Of course, Cliff is out there every night, being transparent, answering questions every single night on his live AMA on his YouTube channel. So good for them. But last night I noticed that there was some support, right? And at this level, right, about 74, yeah, so some support in the 74 range. And of course we had some dips down there. I was looking, I'm like, well, there's a fat dip down there, and then we saw another dip. Well, I'm like, well, let me just buy this dip. Now it could have been really bad for me, but I was able to buy a dip. I only put about half an ETH or so into this, and now I'm already up today a little bit. Now I'm looking for this to kind of accumulate a little more and maybe go to the moon or do some sort of positive upward move based off whatever announcements they have coming, like the blockchain. They just got listed on Bitmart, maybe some of the SafeMoon partnership kind of deal. SafeMoon's having its own problems, right? But they have a ton of holders. They have like 3 million holders. So if they could merge community somehow, I think I could see this price going crazy. Now, you know, a lot of people hate when people are in this just to make profits and those sorts of things. Like you guys can, I'm so objective about this, guys. I love products. I have products that I'm in that make sense to stay in long term because you get crazy APY. But I think for a lot of these smaller cap community tokens who still need to prove themselves, because they still need to prove themselves, I think it's good to always think about profits. Now, you know, I'm not going to be diehard in a product where I know like not to take money, because I've been burnt so many times, right? A lot of people compare this to the SataMask event, right? Like they made so much money and then it crashed down and they're like, dang, I wish I should have took some profits. Because yes, you can hold and the reflections are nice, guys, but it would be better, right? Wouldn't it be optimal to make money, sell somewhere on the way up, and then when it dips again, because it will dip again, right, buy back in, because you get to keep all those profits and you get to buy back in probably with the same amount of tokens you had before at a discount, right? So I think it only makes sense to me. So I was able to buy back in for a good amount, and I'm ready to ride this thing to the moon if it goes to the moon. Who knows? It can keep tumbling. I don't know, right? All this is bro science, but this is the way I feel. But anyways, I'm happy to be back. I like the community. It's pretty positive. Of course, you know, fanboys are in every community, but it looks like they're working on something positive. And if they can make it happen, just like SataMask, we have to, you know, we're angel investors. If they stick to their values, their goals, their timelines, then you can start to believe in the product if they follow through. And so far, he's been showing up every night doing these AMAs and taking questions from the community, which I like. But we will have to see. And best believe, the next run up, I will be taking profits. I always do that. I'm always going to be taking profits. That's just what I do, right? That's just how I am. I think that's how everyone should be. But of course, everyone has their own points of view and those sorts of things. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. How are you doing with SHIBNOBI? Were you able to buy down here? Did you buy at the top and you're still waiting? Are you dollar cost averaging in? I'm anxious to hear your opinions, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.